most famous physical therapist on the internet.
Hi, folks. I'm Bob Stroh, physical therapist.
Brad Heineck, physical therapist.
Together we are the most famous physical therapists on the internet.
In our opinion, of course, Bob.
Back pain, question mark. 7 things your back will absolutely love. And Brad and I have been using some of these things ourselves, and our backs love us for it.
It may not love all 7 of them all the time,
Yeah,
but
that's
it's
good
going
point.
it's going to love
The majority of them,
yeah.
I think.
So you gotta have to test and experiment a little bit, possibly.
By the way, if you're new to our channel, please take a second to subscribe to us. We provide videos on how to stay healthy, fit, pain-free, and we upload every day. This is the big giveaway, right, Liz? This is for Monday. Yeah.
The big one?
Yeah, the big one.
Oh, good.
So, yeah, if you want to join us on Bob and Brad, go to the giveaway section. We are giving away a massage lounge.
Oh, yes.
Isn't that crazy? So we're giving away like 3 handheld massagers, a back massager, all to one person.
Right. Right. So you could set it up and have a party.
Yeah, there you go. You can also find it on Bob and Brad on Facebook. Be pinned at the top of the page. Want a short version of us? Go to Instagram or Twitter.
There you go.
All right, let's start off with the 7 things. Number 1, this is a surprise to many people, but walking is really good for your back. It acts like a balm or a salve. You know, I mean, it really
gets it moving. Just make sure you walk on a flat surface, not up hills and not out in the yard. A nice known surface.
And sometimes shorter strides helps because you're not jamming your heel in and getting that feedback up through the leg. But the other thing that's surprising for a lot of people is that your weight actually, your back is actually more unweighted when you walk at higher speeds. There's less stress on it.
Okay.
So you want to try walking at your normal speed, then try picking up the pace. I've had patients that you can just see the look on their face. They're all surprised because it actually feels better when they walk at a higher pace.
Listen to your body and test the velocity a little bit.
The second one, Brad and I are big fans of this. This is actually Thermatech's infrared heating. And Brad's actually wearing one right now. This is the platinum model. And what's nice about this is it's not just regular heat, it's infrared heat, which penetrates much more deep. Regular heat, we always bring out a ruler for this. Regular heat, I guess it goes like this, doesn't it? Goes just like a millimeter or just surface.
If you can see the blue measurement here, and then on the other side we have the
comparison. How come I always forget how far that is?
2.36, Bob.
2.36.
Because you're getting older.
I am older.
You're almost 60 now.
But look at the difference, how much that penetrates. I mean, that's going to get into the spine itself, into the joints, into the muscles.
Right.
And really makes a big difference. What's nice about this, another thing that's nice about this is it'll actually, you can run it for like pennies a day.
Right.
I mean, it costs virtually nothing.
Right. It's much more efficient than a conventional hot pack.
So,
one warning: if you're in the throes of really acute back pain, so you just heard it, you may want to wait on the heat for a few days,
right?
And then come back to it. Yep.
But Brad and I both use this Thermatech, especially now that we're coming into winter. This is a great time. We just have it in our chairs. I mean, you're in your house, my house.
Yeah.
We don't want to apply anything here.
Recliner.
Yeah.
And I put it right there on top of my lumbar support, and then life is good. It's
I do too. I got something behind it. And regular heating pads, I just found this out. You're not supposed to lay up against them. So
I think people do, but
I think they still do. But
right. On the instructions, you have to look at that, but there's no problem with this.
So what's nice about this, you can actually strap it on, and you can be working at your office.
Right.
It's got a 6-foot cord, and then if you have to go and do something, you can just unplug it from here.
Right. Leave it plugged into the wall, and then come back. You use it at your workstation.
Yeah,
computer workstation.
At my workstation. Now the Thermatech is expensive. We're not gonna be snide about that. But the thing is, this is the best time in the year to buy it. They go on sale one time a year, and this is it. They're doing it for Black Friday.
Friday.
But it's gonna go from Monday to Monday. So
it's more. Yeah, it's a whole week long.
It's right. It's
Say no more, Bob.
Okay, next one, number 3. Abdominal bracing. This is called natural abdominal bracing. What it means is that when you're shoveling or lifting or doing something, you do want to tighten up your abdomen. So what you can do is you take your fingers and you can just feel you tighten, and the fingers don't sink in as
Right,
easy.
right. And you can do this when you're doing exercises. You might want to
Right.
do that. Just palpate on those muscles and feel them tighten up. There's, some people are pretty much aware of that, and others maybe haven't done it before.
Yeah, and I was shocked last year, Brad. We had all that snow last year, and I was shoveling. My back was getting sore just from I was using correct technique,
Sure.
but it's just overused. There was so much snow.
Yeah.
So I went out there. Oh my God, another day of shoveling. I go out there and well, why am I not tightening? So I started tightening. No pain. I mean, it was really amazing, and it
Yeah.
really makes a big difference. So
It's your own back belt built in.
right,
Use
natural
it.
back belt. Yep. Number 4, some type of movement. Back pain, they don't like it when it's just, your back doesn't like it when it's just still and not moving at all, especially an arthritic back.
Right.
You want to get some motion. Do you want to show rotations,
Sure,
Brad?
Bob.
Okay.
This
So
is one, even when your back is pretty darn sore, oftentimes this one will be tolerated, at least to a certain degree. We call it, I call it the windshield wipers, because you bring your knees up in this position and then you go back and forth like windshield wipers on a vehicle. And you just take it gently, and see, my pelvis is rotating, which does give motion to the low back and even up into the thoracic. Oh, thank you, Bob.
you bet.
I might fall asleep now. And this one you work as tolerated. If it gets painful, you don't go that far. If it hurts going to the left, you just go to the right and to the middle. And over time, it'll start to improve both directions as your back pain calms down.
And I found just about everybody can do that one. Haven't you,
Right.
Brad?
Yep.
Even like when they're really hurting or if
Yep.
they have spasms, it seems like that might even calm it down a
But
little bit.
it's not uncommon for one side
One
to be,
side to hurt.
and
I
then
agree.
work through it. Be
Yeah.
gentle, couple 3 minutes worth.
Another one is cat and camel. Real simple one. If you can get on your knees in the quadruped position here, you're just going to arch up like this and then arch down like that. And this is a little more for the mid back, but it's also getting the low back.
Sure.
I mean, it's working both.
And again,
So-
with this too, work it in a pain-free motion. If it hurts when you get way up, don't go that far. Just keep some motion in there, but pain-free.
That's probably one you want to do in the privacy of your own home. You probably don't want to do that on the floor.
Not
on
in the front
office.
yard either.
Okay,
Yeah.
not in the front yard. That'd be quite a sight when it. Next one, Brad. We need a booyah stick.
Oh,
So your back's gonna like it when you're not putting stress on it.
yeah. Let's try that again,
All
Bob.
right. All right. So what you're gonna keep in mind here is that you want the movement coming from the hip and not the back. You
Yeah.
want to think like of the back like it's almost in a cast. So what we like to use is, I mean, you could take a broomstick or anything.
Switch
Oh yeah,
hands.
you always tell me to switch it. And what you're going to have here is you're going to think about 3 points of contact. Do you want to point those out, Brad?
Heads touching between the shoulder blades and right at the belt line or below the belt line on the sacrum. And then, your back is in good alignment and the motion's coming from the hip versus the back. I use this for people with back pain as part of their home exercise program. It
Yeah.
gives them a really good education on how to maintain good posture while you're lifting.
Yeah, you're right, Brad. This is a great exercise, just doing squats like this, just shallow squats.
Sure.
And they learn that pattern then. And what's a wrong pattern would be if you only have 1 point of
Yeah.
contact.
So, and that's typically where it is, right here in the mid back. The
Yeah.
head goes forward and it doesn't touch the sacrum.
I mean, you learn that, and you can use that for leaning over the sink,
Right.
leaning over the bed, picking things up off the floor, even if it's the smallest thing, your shoe.
Right.
You want to do it correctly because you're
Yeah.
putting stress on your back if you're not. Right. All right, number 6, sitting with support. A lot of times people, what are they doing? If they've been in a chair for a while, they start slouching.
Or their nice chair in the living room,
They sink right
they
in.
sink in, and that rounds the back out. So we need to use something.
Yeah, you can start off with a rolled towel. This is extremely important in the car, I think, because most of us spend a fair amount of time in the car. And so you want to start off with a rolled towel. That way you can kind of figure out the thickness of it that you're going to need.
Right.
Generally, as a rule of thumb, if you're a larger person with maybe a little more ample area in the back there, you're going to have more of an arch.
Yep.
And so you're going to need a larger rolled towel.
Right.
If you're a smaller, lean person with a small frame, you're going to probably get by with the thinner one.
Sure.
So
Figure that out.
Yeah, figure it out, and then you can, purchase one that is more permanent. It looks better too.
Right, and they're a little
So,
more comfortable.
and they're a
There's no
little more
doubt.
comfortable.
They got
Yeah,
a strap to go around the chair. These are Mackenzie rolls. We really like Mackenzie rolls. Or
yeah.
they're
There's
built
a
well.
air-filled one too
Yep.
that my wife likes using this one.
Does she?
Yeah,
Yep. It's adjustable and adjusts easy.
yeah.
You don't blow it up. It's self-inflating.
Right. It's self-inflated, but this
Hmm.
actually is pretty
Yeah.
comfortable. So I
Hmm.
can see why she likes it. So anyway, yeah, do your back's gonna love you if you keep your back supported, especially in that car. The last thing, your back is very vulnerable in the mornings because overnight your discs, the shock absorbers that are between the vertebrae, the bones,
Hmm.
they fill up with fluid.
They imbibe.
They imbibe.
Yep.
Right. I love that word, imbibe. And that makes it more vulnerable to injury in the mornings. So you
Right.
really want to. The first thing you don't want to do is get out of bed incorrectly and put stress on them right away.
Right.
So what we're gonna do. This is how a lot of people get out of bed. They go like this, and this is a lot of stress on the back and
Yep.
the low back. They get up there. They do that little sit up thing here. So the alternative is to actually roll onto your side.
And keep your back
Yeah,
like it's in a cast.
Yep, rolling like a log here, bringing the legs off,
Right
and then
here.
I'm pushing up with my arms at the same time, keeping my back straight the
Yeah.
entire time.
And you may want to contract those abdominal
Oh yeah,
muscles
very
to,
good point,
to
Brad.
cast it, just like we mentioned earlier.
Yep, do the abdominal bracing. Brad, do you mind showing the other one that you showed me? The one where you lay,
Forward.
yeah.
So yeah, this is if you're really
If you're really hurting,
yeah, and you just take your time.
he's
Like
going to show how to
this.
get on and off.
Get this leg up. You've had this happen, right, Bob?
Yeah, I told this story many times.
Yeah. And then
So
you have to roll to your stomach. If you're on your back
Yep.
or your side, get to your stomach, tighten up, get one leg off first until, and I always say, wait till you feel that with your toe because you can't see it. And that floor is there. Keep everything tight. And then you're going to keep your back straight. Walk with your hands up till the other foot touches. Oh, and once you get up, it's okay.
yeah, believe me. Again, Brad told me about this technique 3 days before I hurt my back.
Well, I
And
could tell, Bob. I knew it was
you knew it was coming.
coming.
And it was amazing because I didn't know about the bracing either at that point. I think
Yeah.
if I would have braced, I maybe could have done it.
That
But
was
I
in his
could-
younger years.
I couldn't get down. I couldn't. I mean, I
Yeah.
literally couldn't lay in bed.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh my god, what am I gonna do? And then Brad had showed me that way, and then I could easily get in bed that
Walk-
way.
yeah.
Yeah. So, all right, give those a try, and not only will your back love you, but we love you too.
There you go, Bob.
So,
We care.
we can.